You already know that Orange can be hilariously annoying, but what you may not know is how scary he can be. That's because every October, the Annoying Orange's YouTube channel gets a super spooky makeover for its annual Shocktober celebration, filled with jump scares, horror spoofs, and plenty of dancing hippos. In anticipation of this year's Shocktober, we've compiled the scariest moments in Annoying Orange history. Number 9, ice cream bursts out of the freezer. In the Annoying Orange episode Scream for Ice Cream, Orange begins looking and behaving a little, well, funky.
Funky in the freezer. Ooh, funky in the freezer.
And when Orange's friends go into the freezer to check it out, they emerge a bit funky themselves.
It's so much fun in the freezer, PEAR!
You guys should try it.
After PEAR chains the freezer shut, he finally gets a glimpse of the creature that has been churning the gang into such weirdos. Ah! I don't care who you are, that's dairy scary. Number 8, Orange's first fish BARFCEPTION experience. There's no shortage of weird moments in Annoying Orange episodes, but fish BARFCEPTION is as weird and creepy as they come. After complaining about a strange fish-themed dream he had the night before, Orange discovers it might not actually be a dream at all. His friends are able to barf up entire fish. Luckily, after waking up from multiple increasingly bizarre dreams, Orange finally returns to the real world, where fish BARFCEPTIONs aren't a thing. Only dolphin BARFCEPTIONs. Number 7, PUNNYWISE the Clown appears in the garage. In the Annoying Orange's spoof of It, Chapter 1, the gang faces the scariest thing possible.
'Cause they taste funny!
No, not a gigantic creepy clown, the return of terrible 90s era prop comedy. Fortunately, the gang figures out a way to defeat PUNNYWISE by telling even worse jokes than he does.
Knock, knock! Who's there? Cow says boo! Boo! Cow says boo! That's such a bad joke.
Be warned, this episode is not for the faint of fart. Number 6, the mysterious glowing slugs in Haunted Leaf Pile. When Little Apple and Orange sneak into a radioactive area and jump into the biggest leaf pile of all time, they emerge covered in slugs. But not just any slugs, green glowing slugs that turn them evil.
How did we get where, PEAR? Ha, ha. You said where, PEAR. That rhymes. Ha, ha, ha.
They throw PEAR in, at which point the three of them teleport around without pupils for a couple months.
Oh, how fun.
Luckily, those slugs are gone now. Or are they? Number 5, the Shocktober pre-rolls. Every year, the Annoying Orange makes a new Shocktober-themed pre-roll that plays before each Shocktober episode. Fans never know what's coming, but one thing's for sure, they're always short, sweet, and 3-dimensional. And you didn't hear it here, but fans who watch until the end of this episode might get a sneak peek at this year's Shocktober pre-roll. Number 4, Orange getting knifed in the Scare PEAR Challenge. The Scare PEAR Challenge is super fun, unless you're PEAR. That's because it's an opportunity for PEAR's friends to line up and attempt to scare him again and again. Some succeed, but no one's ever been more successful than Orange, who tricked PEAR into thinking he'd been knifed. Orange! Luckily for us, Orange was safe, but unfortunately for PEAR, that means the Scare PEAR Challenge lives on as a Shocktober tradition. Number 3, Little Apple gets jump scared in a big way. It's no secret that Little Apple gets scared easily, and that it usually results in him piddling himself. So Little Apple's the last person you'd expect to be ready for the scariest threat the kitchen has ever faced. Something so mysterious and scary that it causes people to jump clear out of their own skin. At which they become inhabited by killer robots. However, in this case, Little Apple's habit of piddling himself actually winds up saving the day. Good thing he drank all that Mountain Dew. Number 2, the gang goes trick-or-treating on Horror Street. If you scare as easily as Little Apple, we'd recommend not going trick-or-treating on a road called Horror Street. But that's exactly what Little Apple and the gang do, and things get freaky. Characters from every horror game you could imagine live on the street, from Hello Neighbor to Tattletale to Five Nights at Freddy's to Slender Man. You better believe Little Apple piddled himself after a night like that. And that brings us to the number 1 scariest moment in Annoying Orange history, Orange coming through the TV in the onion ring.
You guys don't mind if I drop in, do ya?
This is a moment that has been giving fans nightmares for the past decade. When unsuspecting humans pop in a VHS tape, they have no idea it's cursed.
Hey, it's seafood!
And they definitely have no idea that their favorite orange from the internet is about to invade their living room.
You guys don't mind if I drop in, do ya?
So that's it for the scariest moments in Annoying Orange history. You're welcome for the nightmare fuel. And since you watched all the way to the end, we've got a treat for you. Here's an exclusive look at this year's all-new Shocktober pre-roll.